Okay, we are going to be solving another ratios problem based on somebody's question in class. So I hope this helps. Okay, here's the problem. Tavon is training for a duathlon, which is a race that consists of running and cycling. The cycling leg is longer than the running leg of the race, so while Tavon trains, he rides his bike more than he runs. During training, Tavon runs 4 miles for every 14 miles he rides his bike. So first, this asks us for the ratio associated with the problem. It's fairly easy to say that his ratio of runs to walks is 4 to 14. Now, I'm always going to recommend to you that if your ratio can be simplified, that you simplify it. So both of our numbers in our ratio, or all of the numbers in the ratio, are divisible by 2. So I think it's going to be best if we start by simplifying our ratio by dividing each one of our numbers by 2, and that gives us the ratio of 2 to 7. Now our next question says, when Tavon completed all of his training for his duathlon, the ratio of total numbers of miles he ran to total number of miles he cycled was 80 to 280. Is this possible according to Tavon's training schedule? Explain why or why not. So basically what this is asking is the ratio 2 to 7 equivalent to the ratio 80 to 280? If it's equivalent, there will be you will need the same multiple of 2 to get to 80 as you would need to get from 7 to 280. I know that I would need to multiply 2 by 40 to get to 80. So the question is 7 times 40 280? And it is. Therefore, I can say that those are equivalent ratios. So it is possible that Tavon ran 2 miles for every 7 miles he biked and ran 80 miles for every 280 miles that he biked. Therefore, he could have it is possible that Tavon ran 80 miles and biked 280 miles. Okay, the last question says, in one training session, Tavon ran 4 miles and cycled 7 miles. Did this training session represent an equivalent ratio of the distance he ran to the distance he cycled? Explain why or why not. So remember, we're still using that first ratio that we talked about, which was 4 to 14. And we said that that was equivalent to the ratio 2 to 7. And remember, that was run to bike. So now the question, is this going to be equivalent to the ratio 4 to 7? Now, we know we would need to multiply 2 by 2 to get to 14. Sorry, to get to 4. Would we also have to multiply 7 by 2 to get to 7? No, we'd have to multiply that one by 1. In order for ratios to be equivalent, you have to be multiplying or dividing all of the numbers in the ratio by the same number. So this one is not equivalent, and therefore, if he ran 4 miles and cycled 7, he is not running an equivalent ratio to his training schedule.